came one week and really saw more than just a service, but really a community that loves each other well, cares for each other, and is really probably the most intentional community I've ever seen.
When it came to Resonate, like I said, what they were reading, or just talking about, which is how we're not, like, Jesus doesn't see us for our sin. He sees us like as new creations in Christ, and that just really encouraged me. I had people around me like loving on me, seeing where I was and just caring for me in a really deep way, not just saying, oh, I'll pray for you, but just more of like, I want to care for you, I want to get you out of this.
The first time I just walked in and I knew one person in the room, and immediately like I was introduced to a bunch of different people, and you would think it would be just, hey, how are you? This is my name, this is your name, whatever. But it was really like they wanted to know me, and I remember we had a moment just to stop and greet the people around us, and the girl that I met, she spent time praying for me, and that was a first for me, where I felt like meeting people actually meant caring for people instead of just, I want to know your name but nothing else about you.
Resonate was just a place where I could go and it was okay for me to be broken and be sad, and people just really cared about me.
I feel like you need to have something separate, specifically focused to be relevant for the college and 20s age, just because it just helps them to connect more with the truth that you're bringing them. And I don't know, that's a big thing for me, just because I think churches that try to bring college students up to the adult level too soon will lose a lot of them, just because they feel like church is not going to be really for them.
I think also a college ministry creates an environment where discipleship is easier. So if I went to a church service and met a lot of adults, that may not be as easy for me to connect, but if I went to a college ministry and met these guys, I would feel more comfortable connecting, and then potential discipleship relationships can grow from that.
So in a sense, Resonate, just speaking for Resonate, it's a very set apart kind of community. I mean, we're a part of City Lights, but that's where City Lights came from. It birthed from like this whole new, different thing. And so I feel like, especially as I'm not a college student, but someone who's 20 years old, it's really awesome just to know that that's like my community that I can invite other people into and say like, it's just a fun new thing, but it's not just a church service on Sunday. I know a guy who just graduated college, and it's just cool to see how he speaks wisdom into my life, being someone who graduated college, but in a sense I can speak wisdom into his life as someone who is just working, just doing life things. Again, with my church background, it was always like, because you're young, you don't know what you're talking about. But with Resonate, because the older generation can see that these are kids who are working full-time jobs, or these are kids who are working a full-time job in college, they're able to see like for real like what life is really like for us. And so it kind of builds a bond. Like, I'm really good friends with a lot of the adults at City Lights, like people who are pouring into my life, something that I never experienced. So I feel like seeing our lives actually like displayed and conversating about it is something awesome that I've never been able to experience.
But I feel like at City Lights and Resonate, the adults value us as younger believers and as people who need to be nurtured in our faith, and that's been important for me.